Howdy there guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where we're back on the road again for another darts tournament and video diary. This one over in Slovenia for a WDF darts tournament, a bronze tournament, so 45 ranking points up for grabs, and it's me driving to the airport this time. Don't forget to get the badge in there, old Zachary, old pal, Zach Thornton, Thornton Darts, going with me over to Slovenia. Only one event this time, unlike in Spain where we had the two bronze events, and for some reason Zach just has that ability to sleep wherever he goes, even in these hideous chairs. But just one event. There was a singles on the Friday as well, but I opted not to play that one as I am still sort of managing with the treatment and with the injury problems and everything that we've sort of been dealing with in recent times, and I opted to just play the ranked event. I didn't want to gamble and try doing back-to-back days. I remember what happened in Belgium when I did that, and on the second day I really struggled to get my throw, and I had a bit of swelling and struggle with the throw, and I ended up missing the board and all sorts of things when I was playing. Quick pause here. Have you ever noticed whenever you're away and you see a McDonald's, you like get excited, even when you're like in Slovenia or Croatia, which is where we landed in this time. We landed in Zagreb and drove over. But yeah, didn't want to gamble it, so literally threw in on the Friday to play just this singles event on the Saturday. Now, there was another bonus to this as well, in the fact that it's only one event. I don't want to get into this year's Lakeside 2023. If I go to like ones that have got a couple of silvers together, then if I won that, it might put me into this year's Lakeside. And for me, I want to go to next year, so it gives me a year of actually preparing and getting ready for it, rather than rushing it through and just going for an appearance. I want to get to Lakeside and try and win it. And the only way I'm going to do that is with a proper year of preparation and tournaments. So it was a bit of a selected one, this one, to go down to. And one thing we didn't take into account was bugs. I'm not a fan of bugs. Apologies for the language you're about to hear, but I did manage to catch a little bit of it with me and Zach dealing with this one.
No. Don't be a prick.
No, it's this middle bit. It's the middle curtain.
I don't want to look in the middle bit.
No, you've got to look in it. That's where it is.
Yeah, that's I don't want to go anywhere it is.
Just look through the curtain.
I don't want to. Fuck off, because you're going to make me jump.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to film you looking at it.
Oh, mate, I don't like bugs. Fucking nothing there. What the fuck is that?
See you look.
Fuck no. It's massive. Oh, fucking smoothing.
It's horrible, isn't it?
It's so fat. Oh my god, it's how big as my finger. Oh, fuck off.
Ready? There he goes. Still no real idea what that thing was. Never want to see it again though. Didn't like it, jumped and everything. Didn't like it. But the darts is the thing we came for, and as always, get there nice and early, get a board to yourself, get the preparation in. This is something I think is a big difference between where I come from in the professional game and what I'm seeing now currently with the WDF, which is predominantly amateur sport. The lack of preparation that people put in. Get it right, guys. Get the preparation in. Now, I was a seed for this event. I was number 4 seed, which meant I got a bye to the second round, which was the last 64. So in total, 6 matches to play. I started off really good. Nice 4-1 victory. Backed it up with a 4-1 victory. Those 2 wins guaranteed me some points for this event. Another victory there, 4-0 in the quarterfinal to get into the quarterfinals, where it was a 4-1 victory in the quarters. Semi-finals, I was taking on Benjamin Pratnamar, who is the 27th player in the WDF World Rankings. He's also played at Alexandra Palace, and he will be playing in the upcoming World Championships for Lakeside 2023 edition. Good player, and I was really happy with this win. I took out a 92 finish on the bull in the opening leg, 100 finish. I won it with an 85 finish using the bullseye, and a real good solid performance in this match, winning this one by 5 legs to 1. That then put me through into the final. Now, the final, if you've been following these vlogs, is something I've made every time so far on my journey to Lakeside story. I made the final in Iceland and won. I then made a final in Belgium and lost that one. I then followed that up with a final in Catalonia and lost that. So I was coming into this game with quite a lot of pressure that I was putting on myself not to get this far in a tournament again and fail at the final phase. I actually thought I won the match a leg early, turn around to shake the guy's hand, but it wasn't to be. I had to go play another leg, for which case I ended up winning and getting the double this time. That's why there was a little bit of a pause there. I'm like, is that it? Have I won now? Do I now win the title? Good player. Good semi-final, actually, in this Gabor Takas, I think it's pronounced, who he beat in the semi-final. Number 37 in the world rankings as well on the WDF side. So a couple of good players and a really good, strong showing at the back end of the tournament here. But there's your trophy presentation. At this point, I think I was just so relieved not to be coming up and taking one of these sort of runners-up. So let's listen in.
Finally, round the winner from Slovenia Open, Matthew Edgar. Congratulations.
Take a place by Edgar. Edgar will look TV.
Don't smile. Alles. Alles ist gut. Don't smile.
No. 3, 2, dann.
Alles, don't smile.
So absolutely delighted. After a couple of near misses, like I said, the pressure I put on myself to win this one was quite big. Even in practice, getting on the plane, coming over here, I was like, I want to win this, want to win this, want to win this, want to win this. I've been like it all week. So to go out there and get that result, really happy. And to be playing the way I am, but not only the way in which I'm performing in these, but also in the fact that I feel like I'm doing okay at the moment in terms of the managing the injury side of things. I did rule out Q School as ever being a possibility, but at the moment, the way that things are going, it could be something maybe in a year and a half's time, maybe 2025. Because when I went to Spain and the Catalonia, I ended up having 2 good days of good performances. And then I was able to do it again here. So, although it's only one singles event, Zach's come all the way out here with me to take part in this event. So I said, come on, Zach, let's play the pairs together on the Sunday. We got up 8 o'clock in the morning to register, between 8 and 9 for a 10 o'clock start. And we had a go. And we did very well. And for me, the most encouraging thing was that I was able to play a long day again. I just done 9 hours to win the Saturday, to win the singles. And then we ended up playing about 7 or 8 hours on day number 2. It was a group phase, a round robin phase. We won our group. We won 4-0 in the opening game and backed it with 4-3 victories to top the group, which gave Zach his first wins on this tour, this international tour. We won the quarter-final game 4-1 before going down 4-3 in the semi-final. He was 3-2 up as well and maybe had a little chance as well to potentially win that match and get into the final. Either way though, a nice little medal for the semi-finals, the bronze medal. Nice little medal this one, but definitely a proud achievement for Zach. He literally wore it everywhere. He never took it off. He even got changed at night to go out for dinner, then put it back on. I'm like, Zach, take that off, will you? He was taking pictures and sending it to all his family and friends. He even went to bed wearing the medal. Fell asleep in the middle part of the day. I'm pretty sure he's probably still wearing it now. I think he even wore it in the shower. Nice little reward there for Zach, who did unfortunately miss out on his darts. Someone stole them from the table, unfortunately. But he did have a burger the size of his head. So quite a trip for Zach. Head-sized burger and a medal. And another country off the list. We've been to Slovenia and we've been to Croatia on this trip. We will look at potentially going back there next year. And I'm quite enjoying this WDF tour. And there's something I want to put in here. The WDF get a lot wrong. We know they do. But one thing I'm noticing is the amount of criticism that the WDF get that maybe is unjust. A couple of comments I've seen on social media. I'm going to pick this one out. Sorry if it's you and you misunderstood it, but this is what happened. I put a photo up that Zach took, and then someone criticised the WDF and tagged the WDF in it for such an amateur-looking photo, saying it's not good enough sort of thing. It was Zach that took the photo, but the WDF got the criticism for it. And I think sometimes we see this a little bit. I've gone to 4 WDF events now. I'll probably voice this in a different video. But for me, the big thing that the WDF need to do is they need a representative at these events. That would be my thing. They need to hire somebody on expenses plus a salary to go around and make sure these events are run right. Because Slovenia did a decent job once it got up and running, but they were struggling with the seeding system and all the different bits that came with it and the buys and everything. And we ended up getting a couple of redraws. That's not the WDF that was Slovenia, but the WDF get the back. But what is the WDF's fault is they should have been there to support these guys who was putting this on for the first time. So that's my 2 cents on this. That's how I think it gets fixed. That's what I would do if I was there, but I'm not. I'm just a player. But that's what I would do. Overall, really enjoyed Slovenia. Delighted to pick up another title. That moves me up to about 76 now in the rankings. Puts me in a very good position to go and achieve what we want to do, which is getting into Lakeside next year, and then we're going to try and take it down. We're going to try and win that title. Then we'll review it after that. Hopefully, this is the start of it going well and sort of getting past the issues I've faced over the last year or so. I've only played 5 tournaments, or 5 events, 5 weekends, shall we say, in the whole of the year. Final, semi-final of the Super Series. So win, semi, runner-up, win from these weekends. Obviously, I played other bits in between where I've just 2 events on a weekend, but I'll take it. Happy with this. If you are enjoying these vlogs, guys, please do hit a like on it. A huge thank you as well to my sponsors who are helping me out with this, and you guys as well. You're helping me with this. Just by watching this video, you're helping me do this journey. By popping a like on it, you're helping this journey. By subscribing to the channel, by being a member, by going down into the comment section and joining the Patreon for just £1 a month. All that stuff is helping me on the journey, and that's why I'm able to do this, and that's why I'm able to go to places like Slovenia where you literally cover your costs by winning it because of the support of all of you. So thank you so much for letting me do this journey and this dream, and hopefully I can reward you all with another title very soon. Catch you all soon for some more Edgar TV, guys.